Did you know that over 29 European countries let you waltz right in for up to 90 days without shelling out a single euro for a visa? That's right. Forget the red tape and endless forms. Today, on Travel Conti, I'm spilling the beans on free travel visas for U.S. passport holders that make Euro trips a reality. With the current political climate in the United States intensifying, many Americans are planning exit strategies to leave the country, whether temporarily or permanently. Internet search engines saw huge spikes in traffic for searches regarding relocating out of the U.S. after Donald Trump won the presidential election in November 2024. Moving from one country to another, let alone another continent, is very commendable, but it isn't for the faint of heart. Experts recommend visiting a country a few times and for some time, at least 30 days, before making the permanent plunge. If you're a U.S. passport-holding citizen looking to travel to Europe for a short visit, which is anywhere from 30 to 90 days, you're in luck because roughly 29 European countries are visa-free for U.S. citizens. If you're considering moving to Europe, 30 to 90 days can give you some insight into how things might be if you choose to relocate to a specific country. Thanks to the Schengen Agreement, which was signed in 1985, U.S. citizens can travel visa-free to 29 European countries. This is great news for travelers who want to visit several countries within a short period. It allows them to experience different countries without the hassles of obtaining a visa for each country. Under the Schengen Agreement, these 29 European countries are Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovak Republic or Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. Here's the list of countries again. I should also quickly mention that the provinces of Monaco, San Marino, and Vatican City are also part of the Schengen Agreement. Quick question. Are you considering traveling or moving to any of these countries? Share your answer in the comment section. I'd love to know. Just to reiterate, you can travel visa-free for up to 90 days within these 29 countries. But this is assuming your travel is for leisure, tourism, or business purposes. Here are some quick tips and suggestions. 1. Even though these countries offer free travel visas, you will still need to verify the foreign entry requirements for each country you intend to visit. 2. The 90 days do not reset when you visit another country within the Schengen area. This means that if you go to France and stay for 15 days, and now decide you want to go to Finland, your 90 days do not reset in Finland. 3. For the Schengen area countries, your passport will need to be valid for at least 3 months post your intended arrival date. So, for example, if you plan to visit France 2 months from now, your passport must not expire 5 months from now. Your passport must not expire anytime soon while you are still in Europe. 4. If your passport fails to meet the 3-month minimum validity date, officials can deny you from boarding an airplane at the point of origin, or during transfers, or even when you enter a Schengen area country. Travel visa experts recommend your passport be valid for at least 6 months before traveling to Schengen, agreement countries, or any country. Personally, I'd recommend 9 months just to be extra cautious, especially since U.S. passports are valid for 10 years for adults and 5 years for children. Also, many countries require 6-month validity before entering their country. If your passport is expiring and you intend to travel soon, it's best to renew it and pay the fee to expedite the passport application process. 5. When you arrive in any of the Schengen Agreement countries, make sure to have your passport officially stamped at your first official entry point. This way, an accurate date is taken. Some borders do not have immigration personnel available to do this, so it's best to do it on the first day of entry. You could encounter problems with officials later if your passport doesn't have the correct date of entry or isn't dated with entry at all. Even though a visa isn't required for Schengen areas, as of 2025, you will need to apply for a European Travel Information and Authorization System, or ETIAS, even if you hold a U.S. passport. It's not a visa, but more so a type of electronic authorization that's almost similar to the ISTE in the U.S. You may ask, what if I want to stay longer than 90 days? For stays longer than 90 days, you will need a visa. If you want to study abroad, or work for a company, or do an internship that's located in any of these countries, you will need specific visas, and they must be obtained before leaving the United States. So there you have it. Your dream of visiting several European countries without the hassle of visas is just a few clicks away. Thanks to the Schengen Agreement, 29 European countries await you. I should quickly mention that you will still need to do some research for each individual country you intend to visit. While these countries allow free travel visas, they may have other requirements for their individual country. Did you know that 7 of these countries are listed as some of the top countries Americans are moving to? To see that list, check out my next video about the top countries Americans are moving to. Until next time, thank you for watching.